Y'all, buckle up because things are about to get messy. Imagine being the richest kid on YouTube, but still living under the thumb of your parents, who treat you more like a cash machine than a child. Yep, we're diving into the shocking reality behind Ryan's world and how his fame might just be his worst nightmare. From shady parental control to Ryan being forced to live like a little kid, even though he's practically a teen now. This story is wild, and trust me, it only gets darker. Let's spill all the tea on the truth behind Ryan's world. Alright, so let's get into it. Everyone knows Ryan Kaji from Ryan's World, right? This kid is famous for unboxing toys, doing little skits, and basically being a YouTube sensation since the tender age of 3. And y'all, this wasn't just some casual family fun. This turned into a multi-million-dollar empire with Ryan at the center of it all. Sounds like a dream life, right? Wrong. Behind all the flashy toy deals and TV appearances, Ryan's reality is way more disturbing. Let's start with his parents. Now, we already knew something was off. Ryan's mom, for instance, has a pretty shady past. She was literally arrested and spent time in jail before Ryan even blew up on YouTube. And his dad? Well, let's just say he's ranking pretty high on the list of most hated parents on YouTube. These two dropped everything, quitting their jobs to focus entirely on Ryan's channel. And while that may sound like they're being supportive, trust me, it's not as wholesome as it seems. You see, Ryan didn't just become famous because of a cute family project. Nope. His parents turned this into a full-blown business, forcing Ryan to crank out content constantly. And when people started calling them out for overworking their son, guess what they said? They claimed it was Ryan's idea all along.
When I was 3, I was watching other people, and I was like, why am I not on there? And I started my own YouTube channel.
Yeah, a 4-year-old wakes up one day and decides to become a YouTube mogul. Give me a break. Now here's where it gets even weirder. Despite pulling in an insane $22 million a year by 2016, Ryan's parents didn't slow down. Nope, they kept pushing him harder. And get this, in an interview, Ryan's dad proudly said they sometimes filmed over 20 videos a day. 20, y'all. And while they tried to play it off like, oh, Ryan's not in all of them, let's be real. Every single video has his face plastered all over it. The pressure was definitely on. And let's talk about how all this fame has seriously affected Ryan. From the outside, it looked like Ryan was having a blast, opening toys, smiling for the camera. But as he got older, things started looking off. Like, this kid was constantly on camera, and people began to notice the toll it was taking on him. He went from being bubbly and cheerful to looking kind of tired. In his interviews, oh man, in every single one, his parents barely let him speak. They'd jump in to answer every question, controlling the narrative and making it painfully obvious that Ryan wasn't in charge of his own life. Fast forward to today, and it's pretty clear Ryan's over it. He's 12 now, entering his teenage years, but guess what? He's still stuck doing these cringy toy unboxings, wearing costumes, and pretending to be that same little kid from 2016. Y'all, it's awkward. Like, why are his parents still making him act like a 5-year-old when he's practically a teenager? It's like they're desperate to hold on to that younger audience, but newsflash, kids grow up and so does their audience. People online are not holding back either. The comments on Ryan's videos have been brutal, calling out his parents for exploiting him and not letting him grow up naturally. And when TikTok got wind of this, let's just say it was a roast fest. Fans who grew up watching Ryan are now saying, let the boy retire. They can't stand watching him be trapped in this forever kid persona. But Ryan's parents don't seem to care. They've disabled comments on YouTube, trying to quiet the backlash, but the damage is done. The numbers speak for themselves. His views have tanked. Back in 2022, Ryan's World was raking in almost 500 million views a month. Now, they're barely hanging on to 300 million. And while that might still sound like a lot, it's a huge red flag when a channel that was once unstoppable is now spiraling down. So why won't Ryan's parents just let him grow up? It's simple, the money. The moment Ryan stops playing the role of a happy-go-lucky child, the empire they've built could crumble. His face is on everything, from Walmart shelves to mobile apps. And if Ryan ages out of his role, that cash flow might dry up. His parents are so focused on keeping the brand alive that they're completely ignoring what's best for Ryan himself. And let's not even get started on the long-term impact this could have on Ryan's mental health. Living your entire childhood under constant public scrutiny, yikes. We've seen other child stars struggle with this, and Ryan could be next. Imagine being 12 years old and already having your entire life documented on YouTube for millions to see. Even if Ryan wanted to walk away from it all, there's no escaping the digital footprint he's left behind. Speaking of digital footprints, have y'all seen the latest interview with Ryan and his parents? It was a disaster. It dropped just a couple of months ago in August 2024, and it was supposed to be this big, exciting reveal about the richest 12-year-old on YouTube. But instead of letting Ryan share his story, his dad completely took over the interview. Ryan barely barely got a word in. It was honestly hard to watch, and fans were quick to call it out in the comments, saying things like, "Can't wait for the day Ryan spills the tea on what's really going on behind the scenes." So what's next for Ryan? Well, it looks like his parents aren't planning to slow down anytime soon. They've hinted that they want to transition Ryan's content into something more suited for preteens, but I wouldn't hold my breath. They've been dragging this out for years, and it seems like they're just going to keep milking it for as long as they can. But here's the thing, social media is changing, and so is the public's tolerance for exploitation. People are waking up to how messed up it is to use your kid for content like this, and Ryan's world is no exception. The backlash is only growing, and it's only a matter of time before Ryan's parents face some serious consequences for the way they've handled all of this. And y'all, if you thought this story couldn't get any messier, let me remind you about Ryan's mom's criminal past. That's right, years ago she was arrested for stealing clothes at a department store and even spent time in jail. If that's not a red flag, I don't know what is. But it seems like old habits die hard because, in a way, she's still stealing, this time from Ryan himself. His time, his money, his childhood, it's all on the line, and it's heartbreaking to watch. So yeah, the future of Ryan's world is looking pretty grim. Will his parents ever let him just be a normal kid? Or are they going to keep pushing him until there's nothing left to squeeze out of this once thriving empire? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure. This story isn't over yet, and you already know I'll be here to spill the tea when the next chapter unfolds. Thanks for watching, loves. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and as always, stay tuned for more updates on this wild situation.